I am here with another video. Today we're going to talk about anticipated releases for 2026. Now, this video is a little interesting. It's like under-researched, but purposely under-researched. So I didn't put a lot of thought or effort into trying to find like books for the new year. I kind of just looked at authors that I read regularly. I did do like a cursory look at some like Goodreads lists or like Google like lists that show up on like initial looking around Google. I've watched a couple of people's videos. But honestly, I'm not trying to bring a ton of books into my life. I'm sure there are tons of books that will come out in 2026 that I will want to read. But for the most part, this is just a list of books that I have pre-ordered in some capacity. Now, there are some books out there, like I'm sure Rebecca Jensen will release a book or 2 or 3 next year, and I will probably read them, hopefully on Kindle Unlimited. Honestly, if they're not on Kindle Unlimited and I can't get them through my library, I probably won't read them. But I'm sure they will be available, so it's fine, because I'm still trying to save money next year, and that includes really limiting my book buying. So I really didn't want to expose myself to a bunch of books. Also, I think especially in like the romance sphere, still very romantic-y heavy, and I understand, but romantic-y and I are just not necessarily the best. There is some romantic-y I really like. There is a romantic book on this list, but technically 2. But I feel like most of them are misses for me. So, you know, I'm just waiting for the trend to change, you know, fingers crossed. Anyways, so I think these are roughly in publication order, but who knows. Oh, also honorable mention to The Bride Bet, which like isn't even a possibility at this point, but if The Bride Bet by Tessa Dare happens to get released this year, I will be reading it. I will buy that book so fast and I will read it. But I don't put it on any list anymore. At this point, I'm almost considering it like as if it's never going to exist, which is very sad. I hope Tessa is doing well. So the first one is Chasing the Ring by Lauren Rowe, and I actually pre-ordered this on Audible because Audible offered me another like 3 months of Audible for like 99 cents a month, so I took them up on that and used one of those credits to pre-order this. I have only read Lauren's books by audio, so you know. Do I really know what this one is about? Not really. I know it's Lauren Rowe and it's like a football romance. Convenient, like literally I'm reading the synopsis for the first time. They like kind of hook up because they're conveniently together. This is not like at least immediately connected to any of her other books. It would not surprise me if it is connected to it in some way, if we meet some of those characters or something. The blurb from Lucy Square says, strangers to vacation roommates to lovers. That's interesting. I've really enjoyed like every Lauren Rowe book I have read. This is technically a standalone, but I'm guessing it'll probably be a series because that's mainly what she writes. It's contemporary romance. I think she does a really good job. So yes. Next is another contemporary romance, and that is Love Song by Elle Kennedy, which I almost did not pre-order because I really did not like the Charlie Method. But I ended up doing it anyway. This book is so long. It is over 500 pages. I do not know what, like, with KU books, I understand to some extent, like self-pub KU books, because they get paid by the page read. So like they're incentivized to have long books. And I will say that Bloom, it is Bloom, right? Yeah. Does typically allow their authors to be on KU. I don't know if they just like put them in KU or they let the authors do that. I don't know. But I do appreciate that. That's the other reason I thought about not buying it, but who knows what if they don't do that. But this one is about Blake Logan, who we briefly met in the Charlie Method, and Wyatt Graham, who I believe we have met, probably mostly in the Graham Effect. So Blake is the daughter of the two characters from The Mistake, which is my first and maybe favorite Elle Kennedy book. Like, I love the score, do not get me wrong, like Dean and Allie have a special place in my heart too, but I think because The Mistake was my first one, there's just like a special place, and I just want to reread it now. And then White is his name Garrett? The Deal, the first book in the original series. Like, I can never remember like which one's off campus, like Campus Diary, I don't know, but like The Deal, they're from The Deal. So yes, he is a little older. I think she might have a crush on him, and they end up getting pulled together. I am so excited. So in I believe Campus Diaries was the last three, the Graham Effect, the Dixon Rule, or and then the Charlie Method. We would get dad chat texts between the dads, and I loved that. And I am most definitely hoping we get that here, because the level of anger and sass we are probably going to get from these two dads is going to be hilarious to me. Also, I believe The Deal is being made into a TV show. I think for Amazon, maybe. And I've seen like clips, so I think it is legitimately happening, which I'm like kind of excited for. This is one I haven't really looked that much into the synopsis. I just know it's those two characters. As a general rule, the Charlie Method aside, I've really enjoyed Elle's writing. So is The Tempest Blade by Danielle L. Jensen. Haven't read the synopsis, won't read the synopsis. Did I pre-order this even though I have not read the previous book? Yes, because I'm waiting for this book before the next one. I do plan on trying to read. This comes out in April, so this is the 6th book in the Bridge Kingdom series, and it's like the 2nd book in the 3rd duology in these. And so I was waiting to be closer to this one before I read the other one, The Twisted Throne. But yes, these follow some characters we have met before. So it is, I think it's Anna. I say Anna. I don't know if that's proper or not, but it's Ahnna, so I feel like it's Anna. James. And I know we've met Anna before. I don't think we've met James before, but Danielle L. Jensen is somebody who writes romantasy I do like and enjoy. So I did pre-order it. Sorry, this is not very helpful. The next one is Mastermind by Sarah MacLean, which I could have sworn was supposed to come out in 2025, but it didn't. And it doesn't even have a book cover, so maybe I was delusional. It's supposed to come out in May, and there is no synopsis for this. It is the 4th book in her Hell's Bells series. I have not yet read book 3, which is Knockout. So I do plan on reading that in the new year, hopefully. And this hasn't been my favorite series by her. I still enjoy it, and I'm happy to read them, and I'm happy she's still writing historical romance, because I do still enjoy myself a historical romance. I do plan on reading quite a bit of it throughout 2026. Hopefully, we'll see. Depends on how my reading goes, but that is my plan right now, is to reread a bunch of the historical romance behind me, so that I can talk about it more, maybe like manifest more historical romance in the world. But yes, I'm excited for this one. And then another one that I am so excited for, and I really enjoy this cover. It is illustrated. We are not escaping the illustrated cover trend at all, but I don't know if I'm just becoming like used to them or if they're getting better, but I am liking them more. This one is Big Stick Energy, which is the second book in the New York Legend series by Sarina Bowen. The first one was Thrown for a Loop, which came out this year. These are traditionally published by Forever, and this one was definitely sequel baited in the previous book. So this one, it is the team captain, who I found fascinating in the previous book. He is kind of a character you would expect, but like not. Like, he's kind of serious in moments, but he's like an F-boy. Like, it's very interesting. And then Darcy, who works in the office. So yes, his name is Eric. So they get together. I'm guessing yes, it's like a fake dating, let's just have fun kind of romance. I will say Thrown for a Loop, which I did really enjoy, was interesting. It was mainly from her perspective, which is not my favorite, and Sarina doesn't often do that. And I'm guessing this will be similar, which I'm a little sad about because I'd really like to get in his head. But that was also told in like 2 timelines, so I don't know if that will change. I also feel like it leaned almost a little women's fiction-y, so I'm curious to see where this one goes with that as well. And by that I just mean like it was slightly less romance heavy, like still strong romantic element. I would still call it a romance, but like instead of being like 80% romance, it was like 70% romance, I guess. And the last one is a weird one to put on here. This I did not pre-order yet, and that is the Warrior Princess Assassin book number 2, the Braided Fate book number 2 in by Brigid Kemmerer. I do not know if this is going to be a duology, a trilogy, a quartet, no idea. I'm actually currently reading this. I am enjoying it. I've enjoyed everything I've read by Brigid Kemmerer. I am a little mad that this book 2 is coming out in 2026, and yet we like don't even have an announcement for, what is the series called? Oh, it is just Forging Silver into Stars. For the Forging Silver into Stars series. Oh, no, we do. Oh my god, I swear I looked for this before. No, it's coming out in January of 2026. Okay, well, we are adding this to the list, and then promptly after this, I will pre-order this. It has a cover. It has a beautiful cover. Oh my god, I feel like I need to rethink the whole rest of my year, because now I can read book 2. Because I've been like kind of putting off book 2 because I didn't want to run into, there was 3 years between book 2 and book 3, and so I did not want to get like, so I reread book 1 in January of 2025 to prep for this because I thought it was going to be a duology for some reason, and it wasn't. Oh my god, I was about to like trash talk you, Brigid. Oh my god. Okay, I really do need to, because like I feel like I need to read that book so that I can read this early on in the year. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, that is so exciting. So I swear I had looked before. It must have been there and I was just being a dum-dum. But oh my gosh, so exciting. But I feel like I can't read it right now, right? Like I have to finish Warrior Princess Assassin first. Ugh. I don't know. This was the most chaotic anticipated releases video ever. I am so sorry. You got like no synopsises, no details, no information. I am so sorry. Except for me like freaking out about that. I also keep looking over here because my Brigid Kemmerer books are right here. Oscar, do you want to come say hi? He and his sister were just under the Christmas tree, like little presents. Hi. Maybe I'll insert a picture so you can see it. They were so cute. Hello. Oh, are you going to go up there? Oh, yes. If Stephanie Garber releases a book, then I would probably watch it, but I didn't see any announcements from her. So, if I'm wrong on that, let me know. Hit your girl. Maybe I should look again. Oscar, don't show people your booty. That's rude. It's bad enough you show it to me. This chair moves, Oscar. So be careful having that be like your main play. Okay, I guess just use me as a support. I will also move if the chair moves. He's pulling my hair right now. What are you doing? I don't think you're gonna fit in there. Like a normal bookshelf, okay, there you go. Mostly Franny likes to sit on bookshelves, like the normal ones, obviously. I mean, I think if they really wanted to, they could fit back there. But they are kind of on the big side. Anyways, sorry about all my rambling. But those are my anticipated releases / the books I have pre-ordered for 2026. And hopefully I will get them read in 2026 because that is one of my goals-ish for the year. We are going to talk about that in January. But yes, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you next time. Bye.